Greetings, everybody, and welcome here to the Sports Talk Network channel here tonight for a Smackdown live review. Yes, I'm a little bit late, but I also wanted to watch and focus on watching instead of going like this and then this and this instead of doing that. Yes, I wanted to focus on watch Ms. and Mrs. the premiere of Ms. and Mrs. on the USA Network. Actually, it pretty much was a good premiere of that show. Anyways, am a sucker for those type of shows. Um, I watched Total Divas, Total Bellas, um, Kardashian show. Not as much anymore, but I was glued to it like first couple seasons. I think for me, as things go on and on, like Survivor, the TV show Survivor, I loved it the first 3 seasons, really the first season, but kept going. Diehard fan for the second and third season, and then as it kept going, it's like, no, I just wasn't interested anymore. And it's not even like the show got bad, it's just so long. Same with American Idol. Point being is, Ms. and Mrs. good premiere. Wanted to focus on that. Wanted to watch that, and I did. I enjoyed it. But so let's talk about SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live. WWE Smackdown Live that aired tonight, but esta noche, obviously, and the show kicking off with Ms. Maurice and Monroe arriving to their for their premiere there for the show, and they were gonna have a premiere bash and everything. That in the end, in the main event of the show. And let's talk about the first main thing that happened in the show. Randy Orton, starting the show off, in promo, reveals he's been targeting Jeff Hardy due to the fans not giving him the respect he deserves and believes he's earned over the last 15 years of career. Talking, kind of funny. Again, it's Randy Orton promo. It's him as a heel. It's awesome to see him back that way. But as I think most of you can tell, or did tell and notice during that promo, how he kind of took jabs at other companies, and not like he was. Obviously, it's scripted television, right? We all know that. We all enjoy it. It's entertainment. We enjoy and argue and this and that about it within the fandom, within WWE Universe about that, which is fine. It is what it is. It's with any fandom, right? You're passionate, you love it. You're gonna argue. I mean, in the fandoms of TV shows, people argue on what's going on and other things, and that's what WWE shows are. Raw, SmackDown, TV shows with the big company that is Pro Wrestling Entertainment. Anyways, talking about the whole Too Sweet thing and Bull Club stealing that. Talking about even taking shots at other superstars like Brock Lesnar, but not being around. Why you guys don't like me because I don't do high, flips off top ropes or steel cages or otherwise. This and that. So actually, I was a pretty interesting and pretty dang good promo there by Mr. RKO himself, Randall Keith Orton. Moving right along, Andrade Cien Almas defeating Rusev in a 1-1 contest, and after the match, Rusev got distracted from Lana, who got knocked down at ringside by Aiden English, who ran down from the stage because Lana and the sexy Zelina Vega were having an interaction at ringside during Cien Almas and the Rusev's 1-on-1 contest. It looks like it's the start of the end of Rusev Days, the tag team there. And even in a backstage promo, Rusev telling both his wife Lana and Aiden English that maybe neither of them are good for Rusev Day. That's interesting in its own reasons, I guess I would say, specifically. And then moving right along, R-Truth finally shows up and debuts, quote-unquote, on SmackDown Live. And Samoa Joe just simply there, 1-on-1 contest quickly. Again, like I said, I go more in depth, and hopefully my team members will be able to join me on Thursday to talk some things. I know Cameron's going to be there because we got things to talk about for sure, and he has things to get off his chest that he hasn't already on his own channel, having to do with the Stephanie McMahon announcement. I'm sure things happening that happened tonight on SmackDown Live. Next matchup, Asuka defeating Billie Kay in 1-1 contest there. Connick's already looking good. Peyton Royce, that's actually one of the two, but both beautiful women for sure. And Asuka, I gotta say, as it looks, she actually looks more attractive in her civilian gear, day-to-day, attire than she does in her wrestling gear. She's still a beautiful woman overall, but I'm just saying, it's my opinion on that. Shinsuke Nakamura, so Jeff Hardy's pain. stuff and cutting a promo there. And then we have what I thought was going to be the main event, but was Paige going to announce who AJ Styles is going to face. AJ Styles comes out. It's a promo. And then Paige tries to announce who he's going to face, and James Ellsworth comes out. Interrupts and says he has 3 wins over AJ Styles and plans to be put in the title match, darn it. Mocks Paige's voice and physical appearance as well, which is interesting. Even calling her sweetheart, as he calls people, in her beautiful accent, which was interesting and somewhat uncomfortable to watch for some reason for me. I don't know why it was uncomfortable, but it was just whatever. So Paige fires him and kicks him out of the building. I do think that, storyline-wise, he's fired from SmackDown Live, but not fired from WWE's company. Obviously, that'd be a whole real thing and press release and this and that. But for any firing, any release, there's always a press release of a release of firing, officially thing. So he's not officially fired from the company. He's just fired from SmackDown Live, quote unquote. Is to use the air quotes, fired from SmackDown Live. I do see him showing back up at SummerSlam. Have him off TV for these next few weeks. Have it made it seem like, Miss Melo's Money, Carmella, current WWE SmackDown Live Women's Champion. I actually shared a post on my Instagram at SteveKane06 about Alexa Bliss and Carmella, our current Raw and SmackDown Live Women's Champions. But I have a feeling Carmella's going to retain at SummerSlam, and Ellsworth is going to get involved and help. Now, I'm not to say he's going to be reinstated before SummerSlam, but he's going to come back then, even though he's fired. What's Ellsworth doing here? That kind of booking. I want to put it past WWE for that to happen. And let's happen tonight. And then Samoa Joe attacks AJ Styles and signs his name to the SummerSlam contract. So it's set up and all set to go one-on-one contest. Although I know some YouTubers and others in the W universe were thinking if it's going to be one-on-one on Raw, it's going to be multi-man for SmackDown for the main championship. Well, maybe then it'll be main multi-superstar for Raw. Something triple threat, fatal 4-way, 6-way challenge, whatever it's going to be. People are destined to think one side's going to be multi-man, one side's going to be one-on-one with a Raw and SmackDown, whatever championship there for Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles. Defending their championships at SummerSlam. That to be the goal there. But it is sent AJ Styles to face Samoa Joe one-on-one for the WWE title at SummerSlam. Becky Lynch does defeat Carmella in the next matchup and earn the SmackDown Live Women's Championship in the process at SummerSlam. That match is set up there. Like I said, I think Carmella's going to retain. They're not quick, but it's going to be a short-lived team tournament to find out who's going to be the next one to face the Bludgeon Brothers and who will face the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Live taking titles at SummerSlam. Again, obviously, everything for summertime, of course. That'd be the next big review, period, on the docket for WWE. Bludgeon Brothers, a quick little promo saying that it doesn't matter who they face at SummerSlam because they will all have the same fate of bludgeoning. Dun-dun-dun. The New Day defeats Sanity in that, I guess you can already call semifinal matchup because it's only 4 teams in the whole tournament here. New Day defeating Sanity there, which I kind of thought was going to happen because Sanity beat them at the pay-per-view, kind of like with the Roman Reigns Bobby Lashley thing. Lashley won at Extreme Rules, Roman won on Raw. Same thing here with New Day and Sanity. The New Day will face either The Bar, who make their return to SmackDown Live, The Bar, or the Usos. And then the winner of that match will face the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam. And then, of course, you have the main event with The Miz, Maurice, interaction with Daniel Bryan. And I knew from the start when The Miz and Maurice were coming out there that baby there, that pouch was fake and was just a doll. Because, not just because it would need to be with the whole situation with Daniel Bryan or the story there, but because if he really had his infant daughter, young daughter there, she'd be crying up a storm with just hearing the theme music, coming out there. So that wasn't going to happen, even for that simplistic reason, at least to me. So I knew right away that is not the real baby, and I didn't know how exactly it was going to be used, but I thought it was going to be to distract Daniel Bryan somehow. Like maybe Daniel Bryan tried to take a shot at Miz and His falls and like the baby falls, the baby falls out, or quote unquote baby, but it's a doll, right? And Daniel Bryan's freaking out for a quick second because they're not going to make Daniel Bryan look that stupid, right? So realize it quickly, but at first, I think it is Miz catching off guard, so kick some punches, and then finish it to Daniel Bryan. That's pretty much what happened in the reverse way. And Daniel Bryan, looked like a fool, but I still wonder if he's going to resign with WWE and continue on here after SummerSlam, after September. But we'll certainly have to see moving forward. Of course, it's going to be an interesting thing. I'm sure everybody's going to be talking about on Twitter and social media as well. We're going to follow me on Twitter at WWE Podcast, where I have my SmackDown Live, as I do each and every week on SmackDown. Insta polls. What do you think of the show? Do you think it was great, good, okay, or terrible? As well, I just actually tweeted to my group there in the replies and conversations tab there in my account, that specific profile of my top 10 female workers at the company. Little Miss Bliss is not number one, but part of me is thinking he's starting it more and more to be. Sorry about this. But anyway, SmackDown Live, I'd say it's pretty dang good. I think Raw and SmackDown together actually made a good week of television to me. And I look forward to hearing from my teammates and team members here at the Ramble, the podcast associated with these Raw and SmackDown reviews, what they thought of the shows and everything in between when we meet on Thursday night for Steve's Wrestling Ramble. I look forward to talking to them, and I hope to hear from all of you on your thoughts on everything WWE, whether here on social media or here in YouTube comments or otherwise. We'll have a great rest of your evening and your day tomorrow, and I'll see you all Thursday night. Enjoy it. Enjoy the weather in your area, and above all else, as always, take care.